How do you write and get a book published in 2019, 2020, 2021, and beyond? The Roaring Twenties coming up. If that's the question you're asking yourself, in the next few minutes, I'm going to answer that. But first, you're going to be curious, who is this guy? Why should I be listening to him? Well, let me tell you about that for a second. I am Joshua Lisec. I'm the world's only award-winning, celebrity-recommended #1 international best-selling certified professional ghostwriter. Not only have I ghostwritten over 40 books in my experience, I'm also a 2-time published novelist myself and a TEDx speaker. So I have my own little content creation gig going on. My clients are everywhere from your household names, A-list celebrities, billionaires, entrepreneurs, executives, and CEOs, all the way to the breakout stars of tomorrow who are the best kept secret in their niche, and even great-grandparents who want to share what it was like with their kids to grow up during the war years. So that said, let's talk about what it takes to get your book written and published. And as with all things inside of my business, I have a process for everything. And I'm going to share that process with you, called the 10 steps from vague ideas to a published masterpiece. These are the 10 steps that I take every author through who wants to get the book written and published the smartest, most effective way. No other ghostwriter or publisher offers anything like this, and I'm going to share it with you right now. Let's go on down to the first step together. The triple R method, I call it. When we work together on your book, this is what we're doing. We are repurposing, repackaging, and reformatting. The triple R. Question is, what have you already created? What have you already written that could be repurposed for your book? I have clients who are speakers. They've given speeches. They have online courses. They have client folders where they've worked with clients over the years. They have lots of notes on those relationships. They have blogs and newsletters and social media posts and live videos. Let's put all that together and find out where exactly we're starting from. We'll also have what I call uninterviews. These are casual, friendly, informal conversations where you and I are simply talking our way through the other topics in the book. We want to get really clear on what this thing is going to be. We record all of these conversations. You'll be surprised we don't need 8 hours every other Friday or some crazy thing like that. Some authors, we are only able to meet once a week for an hour via live video, just like this right here. And we meet for a couple of months, and that's all we need. Some authors who even have crazy busy schedules, I will come to you. Yes, I have flown literally all around the world just to meet with my clients personally, stay with them for a couple of days at their facility, their office, and talk through their book. That way it's not an interruption to their schedule. If you're a little leery about, can I afford 60 minutes, a week at the same time for 3 months, bring me to you, dude. We can take care of the uninterviews without the disruption of your schedule. In fact, be an easy process. And through the examination of what you already have and these conversations, we'll produce the marketable book outline. And why do I say marketable book outline? No, not just a book outline. I'll tell you this. One of the top reasons why books fail to sell, not just a lot of copies, but enough copies to justify them having been written, is the fact that the author wrote it for themselves. They're sharing their ideas, they're boosting their ego, they're not persuading anyone to adopt new ideas. So what we do in the third step is we actually go and we look at a couple of things. Number one, what are the high ROI keywords that people are searching for books on Amazon about and then actually buying those books? Yes, there are tools that tell us. If you write a book about topic X and it ranks really well, this is the amount of money you can expect to make every single month. It's an amazing, amazing tool. If you're curious what those keywords could be for you, all you have to do is go to the comments below and book a free conversation between you and I. We'll talk about your book idea. We'll find out what your high ROI keywords, and even if it makes sense for you to write this book, whether you want someone to come to you or you have it in your schedule to talk through your book. So that's one of the ways we create the marketable book outline, is finding what the keywords are that need to be in the book description that your book needs to have inside of it. The other thing we do is we look at verbatim customer feedback, word for word customer reviews and ratings. And we look for patterns in the feedback on books just like yours. What do readers say they want more of? What do readers say they want a lot less of? We take all of that into consideration so that when we go back and we look at the transcriptions of our recordings, we look at the repurposable material you already have, we can identify what needs to be in your book and what doesn't, what you must cover, what you probably shouldn't. And this narrows down all the things you could write about to this clear few topics of what you must write about. The next step I call your chapters, your voice. What I do with you is I write one chapter at a time. We go chapter by chapter. Going back to 2011, since I've been ghostwriting books, every single author I worked with has said to me, Joshua, I looked at the first chapter you sent me of my book. It's our first time working together. I'm a little nervous. I read the first chapter, and oh my gosh, Joshua, I can't even tell I wrote this book. It feels like me. I shared it with my colleague, my client, my buddy, my friend, and they couldn't tell that I had written it. In fact, they're like, wow, you're a really good writer. You missed your calling in life there, buddy. So that's what you can expect. You can expect one chapter at a time, going iteratively through this process, so you're feeling like you're not simply working in your book, you're working on your book. The next step, final formatted draft. The last thing you want is to spend a bunch of money on a Word document and not have any idea what to do with it at that point. So here's what we do together. After you have this professional, profound, persuasive, final draft that's ghost written, so you don't have to do any of the work, but you get to take all the credit. We reformat it for soft cover paperback edition, for hardcover paperback edition, for the ebook, for the audiobook as well. And then what we do, of course, is produce all of the accompanying marketing materials associated with your book. So this is obviously not just the website for the book, this is the book cover. This is the search engine optimized book description, to name but a few of the things that are involved. And I'm then going to go out and talk about what's called ghost publishing. This is the smart way to get published. This is how we work with our clients. It's the best of independent publishing, self-publishing, and the best of traditional publishing, minus the cons of both of them. For example, a plus of self-publishing is you have complete control of the process. A downside is you don't always have the quality there. An upside of traditional publishing is the quality. A downside is you don't have complete editorial say over the process. So what if you can have complete editorial say and professional quality? That is ghost publishing. Someone else does all the work, you take all the royalties. It's like ghostwriting, but taken to that next level. In other words, the day you like your book to come out, however many months from now we're ready to launch this thing out, your book is available in over 100 countries, the top retailers on the planet in those 4 editions. You, my friend, are a published author. But not just published. No. We help you promote yourself. We build everything you need for a successful launch funnel. The launch funnel that you'll be getting right here, this is the exact same one that I use for all of my international best-selling authors. It's the same one used by all of the top New York Times and Wall Street Journal best-selling authors out there. It's the smartest way to go about promoting a book. The interviews and the speaking, very briefly, I'll tell you about those. This is where we get your name and your book out beyond your own network. Doing podcast interviews, doing radio, going and actually doing live speaking events and talking about your book, meeting fans, signing copies. We've got all that covered as well. And then there is the best kept secret of book promotion, sponsorship. This is where companies pay you. They pay you to sell your book. There's a woman named Linda who's part of the team here at Entrepreneurs Wordsmith. What she will be doing is actually helping you find, and well, she won't help you, she'll do it for you, find the companies. Yes, find the companies that want to reach the same type of customers that you do with your book, and they will pay you to promote your book to them. The last sponsorship deal she got for an author, the CEO of a Fortune 500 company paid the author $100,000 to write the foreword to her book and then go about promoting her book around the country using their Fortune 500 company marketing budget. It's the smartest way, the littlest known way to write a book and promote a book, and it's included in this process. So you have questions about how you go from the book ideas and repurposing your content. How do I know this is going to work for me? What does it speaking engagements look like? How do I get sponsored? Got questions? All you have to do is click in the link below, and you and I will hop on a quick conversation, and we'll talk through everything you need to become a highly profitable and persuasive author without having to do the work yourself.